Can the people hear this?
Yes.
Yep, I hear it. That is very creepy.
Yes.
Never again I will do ASMR.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one ASMR my friend put on. It was a girl slurping ramen.
Oh yeah.
It sounded something else, and I was like, "You sure you didn't put on a hentai?"
I guess it was like one of those. Was it like the? Do you know if the microphone was like the one with the ears, like that weird?
I don't know, cause it was just a black screen, but just and the sound.
I see.
But when she got to like drinking the soup part, I was like, "Yep, we're watching a hentai." He's like, "I recognize that sound."
That's yeah. That's probably what they do for like sound effects. Is just slurp on noodles. That's like this is what they take and then put that in the hentai. Maybe like the low budget hentai. Just slurp on noodles.
Like that's how we enter.
Yes. Yes. That's how we initiate today's episode of the Hypecast. This is 151, so let me correct that here before we actually go into it. So that is that. I guess if I were to say one thing of how my week went, I actually went and binged Beastars season 2, and I very much enjoyed it. So yeah, I actually watched it on Netflix because by that time, yes, it was out on Netflix, thankfully. So very accessible, and I can skip the intros and stuff. So yeah, which is nice for binging. Have you watched season 2?
I don't think so yet.
Well, it's on Netflix.
Yeah. I gotta check.
Yeah.
I gotta check on my watch. Watch list or history? There you go.
Yeah, history. Yeah. I enjoyed it. I like the twist that they had for that season. So yeah. Of course, there's more to it for next season, I guess, whenever season 3 comes around. So I can't wait for that one. But yeah, I'm continuing to enjoy Beastars for what it is. So otherwise, just more or less keeping up with Shaman King and
Shaman King.
Shaman King. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to like anything worth talking about without taking too much time. What about you? Is there something you want to throw out there before we get into the fray of things for today?
There's a lot of people drawing other characters or using 3D models from other video games and such to do the jackal pose.
Yes, which we will talk about.
It's quite a sight.
Yes. Well, it's not like on top of 3D models. There's real models trying to do it, like like the cosplayers and people in general that are trying to do the jackal pose for the jackal challenge.
So far, the ones that I like, which I see right now, I'm gonna retweet it. It's Captain Falcon doing it, and then the other one was the Potemkin one.
Oh God.
That's gonna be real, on the PC version, right?
PC version.
Swap the character model.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't worry, everybody. We're very mature people.
Yes, we are. We're totally not children in adult forms. In adult bodies. That's how this podcast always went, right? Totally not being children. Anyway. Is that it from you? That's all you got for the intro?
Doing trials in FF14 is a fucking chore.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Dungeons.
Yeah, sounds
Well,
about right.
because I want to get everything done before the new expansion in November.
Mm-hmm.
No, November. Kitty, is it November? Oh, you're sleeping. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you.
All right, well,
Yep.
we can definitely get a move on, get things rolling. We don't have much to talk about for the frontline side of things, but we do have two things to talk about, which are kind of worth talking about. First off, oh man, well I know, I guess I know why you said that, but so the wonderful rapper who was relevant in the late 2000s, which was Soulja Boy, has been kind of here and there, kind of lingering here and there because of the whole like thing about the Soulja Boy, which is like the Game Boy rip-off thing or console rip-off thing that he's been trying to quote-unquote sell, but not really, because you know this is a knockoff, so he's just trying to like just grab money from people and also stay relevant in public eye, especially for gaming. Anyway, this saga kind of continues with him outright claiming that he owned Atari, that one old school video game company,
Okay, dear.
Yeah.
It's when you pet his head, it's like, okay.
Yeah. So on what was it, like Instagram or some shit? What some Instagram? Yeah, Instagram live feed, or Instagram live, I should say. He went out and just outright claimed that he owned the company. Not only that, he was CEO, which that is not how it works. you're not, you're not an investor and a CEO or whatever. So that's pretty much already a outright lie. And then he even like went out and said that Atari was proud of his work with the Soulja Boy, the Game Boy or whatever. So yeah, that's obviously like very much a cap on his end. And so what do you know? He was bullshitting, and Atari on their Twitter even called him out, saying that we know that that CEO of Atari is a dream job, but that honor belongs to Wade Rawson. So there you go. That we saw it like hundreds of miles away. And yet, Soulja Boy actually had a response to that, again on his Instagram, and he pretty much was like going off. He was saying a lot of not safe for work things, but there is one clip that was would work for this podcast because it was edited, thankfully. So yeah, we can get a piece of what he wanted to say in response to the whole situation, and he just continues to be Soulja Boy. So let's play a little clip. It's like under a minute, so here we go.
Atari, boom, that can deal right there.
So so before we go on, this is him just showing his quote unquote receipt of the situation, showing that this really happened, or this transaction was going to happen, of something that there was something happening between Soulja Boy and Atari, I guess. But let's just go on with it.
1 million Atari, 1 million Atari. Matter of fact, don't attach my name to y'all.
Yeah, he's saying a lot of slurs. So
y'all sent me 2 contracts. Y'all said y'all wanted me to bring y'all company back because y'all was proud of what I did with Soulja Boy game. Here go the contract right here from Atari, a million. So you know what, Atari?
I don't think this is your ordinary contract, by the way, because it says cooperation agreement.
Everybody follow at Soulja Boy game. Y'all getting exposed. What that say right there? Soulja Boy, a million. I ain't got a cap. I got receipts on every.
Yeah, so that's the end of it. So he shows what he thinks is a valid receipt, but it's not exactly your average contract. It just says cooperation agreement. So I'm not. I mean, I'm not a lawyer or contract expert, but I think it's definitely safe to say that this is not the correct receipt. So I don't think he's in the right on that one. Unfortunately for him. First off, it looks like they're just trying to sell him like a bunch of their own Bitcoin, which is Atari token. It just says 1 million of Atari token. I don't know if you're seeing this all, but yeah, there's just a bunch of like weird, like it just says 1 million Atari token within 10 business days of the date hereof, and then an additional 1 million Atari token, an additional 1 million Atari token, an additional one. Yeah, this is just weird, man. Like, I don't know what he went through to get this agreement here, and he's using that as a means of trying to validate what he was doing or whatever. So,
what if it's like, you know, it says 1 million Atari tokens. What if it is like tokens? You know,
like Chuck E. Cheese, like
yeah.
Dude, I think they were just playing with him, man. They were just fucking with him. He's just like, he pretty much played into their cards, man. I don't know. And then yeah, people in the comments were basically saying like, yeah, they gave him Fortnite tokens or Fortnite or V-Bucks, pretty much. Like, it's just a bunch of worthless hoopla, basically, that he was gonna get out of this whole thing. So, I don't know. Man. But yeah, you know, I thought this was funny to talk about. Oh, Soulja Boy, when are you gonna stop? Like, there are times where, you know, he shows genuine enjoyment for video games, like, right? Because he was playing, you know, Dragon Ball FighterZ for a live stream of his on Twitch, I think. You know, and he's just playing a video game. That's fine. But, and then he goes pulling off those stunts with the Soulja Boy console and like something like this now, just to try to stay relevant. Like, bruh, I think you need to stop, man. Like, we get it, but you need to stop, sir, before it gets any worse. Potentially.
No. Let him go.
Let him go.
He's a big boy.
Let him do his thing.
He's a big boy. He should know.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's the gist of things. It's just comical at best. But this is something not so comical for a very famous video game company at this point, I guess. But anyway, Riot Games, as we've kind of known in the past, that they were also in the subject of sexual harassment, a lot of like the frat boy, quote unquote, frat boy culture within the company. You know, we've heard all the outrageous sort of stories, like people farting on each other and throwing their farts at people, pretty much, and touching each other's genitals and genitalia or whatever. So a lot of crazy stuff, you know. And now, not only California, the state of California is going after Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, they're now also going after Riot Games. So this looks like to be that sort of Me Too movement sort of phenomenon that we had from last year, sort of, with the Smash scene, and also, you know, Evo as well. But on a more grand scale, of course. This is, you know, of course, this is coming from California. So I'm sure they had some sort of investigation going on with Riot Games, but, you know, and then we know that they investigated Blizzard for 2 years, so they definitely have a case of sorts. But yeah, so Riot Games, man, they're the next target on in their crosshairs. So that is pretty much the gist of things. Kotaku reports that Riot Games are trying to like delay it as much as they can, like just slow it down, or pretty much like delay the inevitable. So, oh, do you have any comments about Riot Games and the situation, I guess.
I mean, I should not be playing any Riot games right now
Yes.
because that's what I'm doing with Blizzard, but I don't know. I just play Riot's Legend of Runeterra to just pass the time before I actually go into 14.
Right.
But for this whole situation, it's like it's better. Well, to me, it's like kind of like worse timing, but it's better than like not happening.
Of course.
So, but I don't really know the situation on an outside look. I think Riot has it a little bit like, I don't want to use the word easier, but easier than what Blizzard's going through.
Right, because
Blizzard has like so much stuff stacked against them, and then Riot has its own fair share of things stacked up.
Yeah, I get you.
When you compare the two companies, it's like
yeah,
ouch.
Yeah.
And okay. I mean, not okay, but it's like oof.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. I think it's just because Blizzard has such a bigger sort of bigger platform built for themselves in the past because of the prestige and stuff, like all the accomplishments that they were able to achieve in the past, all the games that they've made and the fan base that they've built, you know what I mean? And Riot Games just has League of Legends and a couple other things, right? So that's why they're not as big, even though as a company I think they're just as big, like they're making a lot of money, blah blah blah, but in terms of just like the love and the eyes and stuff like that, fan base wise, Blizzard has a bigger, the bigger branding, I would say, just because of how many games they were able to make that caught people's eyes and people loved and blah blah blah. Like I said, like World of Warcraft, Warcraft in general, Diablo, StarCraft, and Overwatch, of course, that was like the most recent like big hit, right? And then, and everything between. So that's like, I would say like the reasons why this is the phenomenon we're getting. Like you're kind of pointing out, like it looks like maybe Riot has its own share of things, but it looks like it's not as bad, but I would say probably equally as bad. Just outright sort of judging it just because of sexual harassment is terrible at a big workplace, so I mean, who knows, right? Because there's probably like a lot of like dark stories that have not been told just yet, but because of what Blizzard sort of is or was rather, the employees and all the people who leaked those stories were willing to do this just because of how much they got away with, so maybe I don't know, kind of like dancing around this situation at this point, but it's just, I think Riot at the end of the day is going to be another company that is going to face similar sort of situations that Blizzard is going through. Will they be out of business or anything like that? Less likely maybe. I don't know. Like the ins and outs of these things, right? Same with Blizzard. Like, are they gonna be able to continue? It looks like they won't be able to continue just because, like, the investors are still, targeting them for the lack of reporting on the sexual harassment and all that stuff that happened as of several weeks now. So, it's a pretty dire time for being a big video game company that thought they could get away with all these things because they had that sort of the star power, right? They had that sort of like rock star mentality of like, oh yeah, we can do all this drugs and fucking hang out with women and all this stuff, whatever, because they felt like they were on top of the world because they were making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So, but now it's like it's coming back to them, and now they're facing the consequences, both of them. So, Yeah, so it's just that's just the thing. So that's just my piece on it. Do you have anything more to add on top of it, or no? Yeah. Yep. So
Yeah, because again, like when we look at it in the long run, it seems like Riot's going to be it's gonna be okay for Riot, but they're still gonna have that sting.
yes,
You know?
yeah. No, I definitely get what you're saying. Yeah. Apples and oranges, pretty much. They're both they're both terrible, but they have their own flavor, I guess you can say, of how terrible they are. So, but you know, apples and oranges at the end of the day. They're both fruit. You know, they're both bad. At the end of the day, they're both terrible, and definitely, you know, more and more video game companies need to look at this as sort of like a wake up call and make sure, hopefully, that this won't happen in the future, especially for, of course, women and minorities and just, well, everyone in general, I should say. Just the newer generations that want to work at these companies, you know. And it's funny because I also applied to Riot Games in the past as a means to try to look for a job, you know, to work with something related to my passion, you know what I mean, video games and stuff. For as a, what is it? What were the jobs, like game capture artist or something like that, or video editor and like all that stuff. Were you? Did you also send some applications yourself, or?
To Riot, no.
No. Okay.
Mainly, like the ones I applied to was for Blizzard. The first time for Blizzard was for their summer program.
Yeah.
Then the second time was, or the other companies I applied for was like ad agencies here in Hawaii. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Sucks. You know, it has this like you said, like this stink, this smell, this, you know what I mean, this aura, this negative aura, that Riot has. You know what I mean, and people also looked at this as a way to be a dream job as well, a dream place to work at, I guess. You know what I mean? Because, you know, video games are cool, and being able to work with video games and get paid for that is awesome. That's such an awesome idea and stuff, right? The American dream, but yeah, unfortunately, no. the harsh realities have come to light, and it's become apparent. And yeah, so this is the light that they are pretty much showing right now of themselves, you know, and this is sort of the dark truth. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Alrighty, I think we can definitely move on from there. Let's see what happens to the two. See if they get similar. Oh yeah, I wanted to point out this comment. It was just so funny. So basically, there was a Twitter user in the comments of the Riot Games article, and it looks like he says, "Looks like Riot's back on the menu, boys," and it's a GIF of Lord of the Rings of one of the who's that, like the Orkai or something like that. One of the Orkai just saying that line, like, "Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys." Like, oh my god. Because, you know, like I said, like, this was talked about in the past with Riot Games, and it kind of went quiet for a while, but now it's like, boom, like, there you go. California's going after them now, so, yeah. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Yeah. Kelly's like, what, are we forgetting something?
I know, right? Pretty
it's
much.
Like, yeah, sir, we're forgetting them. Get them.
Yes. It's so funny. It's like, when I think about that, it's like, ugh. It's hilarious. Unfortunate for people who are working at Riot Games and, of course, kind of fearing for losing their job and not being able to find a job, like, in the future and stuff like that. That's always a possibility. So I wish for the best for, of course, the workers at Riot. Hopefully everything works out for them. you know, when especially once this whole situation sort of resolves and stuff like that. So that is that. Now we can move on to fighting games. This is a bit of a discussion, I guess, or a debate, I guess, relating to EVO. As EVO Online just passed, we've had, you know, the tournaments and stuff like that, side tournaments and all that stuff played out. And from what I've heard, it seemed like it didn't run so well for a number of games. Like I know there was Guilty Gear Strive. They had technical difficulties being streamed when it comes to, what was it, like Latin or something like that? One of the Latin regions. And they unfortunately had to pretty much not stream that part. You know, it was like finals too. It was like top 8 or top 4. It was like weird, first off, because the formatting was off. Because they were like just streaming top 4 or top 8, and then a lot of the top 8 matches were first to 2 instead of first to 3, like things like that. It was very, very off somehow. But that's how it ran, and that's how it went for this EVO, and that's how it. And that's that, I guess. But they announced. They made this announcement with EVO going offline, and they're trying to make a return to the venue for next year, August 5th through 7th for 2022. So, do you have anything to say about that? How do you, yeah. It's yeah, I don't know. I mean, I understand you kind of have to make those sort of announcements, right? Just to prepare, help people prepare for things. But we're still in the pandemic. You know, it's still going on. You know, people, yeah, you know, more and more people have been getting vaccinated, of course, but the pandemic is still far from over, I think. You know, we still have to fight it and stuff as a whole. So, I definitely am not confident about this sort of thing happening for next year. I feel like they should still go online entirely, just to be safe. You know what I mean? It never hurts to be safe. And of course, this is still taking place in Vegas. They haven't said which like hotel or anything like that, or arena or whatever for finals and all that. It was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna have offline event for next year in August. So it's really hard to say of how the pandemic is gonna play out by that time. Now, of course, I do hope that, you know, it subsides at that point, but you know, the other side of me is saying it's definitely not gonna be gone by then. I don't think. You know, with how people are acting, right, and people have been sort of taking this whole thing.
My freedom.
Yeah, my freedom, and
it's like, well, your freedom is killing me, so.
Yeah, it's just a lot of like, not people are so just inconsiderate of like others just because they want their own personal freedom and stuff like that. It's like, yeah. Like, you know, people think, oh yeah, you know, even if I did get COVID or whatever, it didn't kill me, so therefore it's not deadly or whatever. But it's just that the fact that you can spread it around to people that can die from it. And in fact, I guess I'll bring this up too as a means to add to this point. But Sonny Chiba, for those who have heard of him, you know, from like the Tarantino movies, and even I think he appeared in some of the tokusatsu stuff. But Sonny Chiba unfortunately passed away. I don't know if you've heard about this, Zawa, but this was very recent.
Yeah, I heard. Yes.
Yeah.
But continue.
Yes. He passed away due to complications of COVID. So, you know, he was 82, I believe. So yeah, very, very unfortunate. You know, he definitely was a memorable actor and stuff, and I remember I actually was first introduced to him when Kill Bill was out, because he played Hattori Hanzo, the swordsmith, for the main character, and so the bride, I should say. And yeah, so that's how I came to recognize him, and I also saw him in Tokyo Drift, which is funny and all that stuff. But what I can understand, he was a a memorable actor. I know he was in like the Street Fighter, the movie, like nothing in relation to Street Fighter, but there was a movie called The Street Fighter with Chiba, and I guess it's considered like a cult, sort of a cult classic within like the Sonny Chiba sort of fan base, I guess. But anyway, what I'm trying to say here is that things like that can take away people like that. So when people are inconsiderate like that. So yeah, hopefully people at some point take that into consideration. It's not about you, but it's the people. It's about the people around you. So that's just how it should go. But you know how people are nowadays, and yeah, it's rough. It's rough. So I don't know how that's gonna shape up for next year for Evo and all that. So we'll see. We'll see if this pans out. But I'm not gonna. I don't feel confident. I would rather just not attend to these events and play it safe for not only for myself, but my folks at home, and my family, and just my friends and everyone around me. So yeah, do you have anything more to add before we move on?
I'm trying to remember what movies I've seen Chiba-san from, besides Kill Bill. Oh, wow. I guess so. Tokyo Drift, and I think the last one was, there you go, Winds of God, Kamikaze.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Deepest condolences for his friends and family. Another sort of iconic actor, especially within the Japanese community, gone. From what I can understand, he was pretty well known within the Japanese American sort of communities, and especially I think definitely his son is Japanese American. So yeah, there you go. So he's kind of been quiet past several years, because of or after the movies he appeared, right? So been on more on the quiet side, but thank you, Chiba, for your performance, your hard work, and your passion. Hopefully you can rest in peace. So, but yeah, with Evo, we'll keep an eye out and we'll see what happens, because we're still well within the pandemic, and I'm still not confident that we're gonna get past it.
Even though I would like to come see everybody.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's what technology is for.
Yes, I mean we should still resort to sort of the next best things, which is like Discord and all that stuff. Which Discord has been playing a big part. Not only that, of course, with Zoom and whatever, right? What other sort of online chatting chat applications and stuff like that, social applications, blah blah blah, have been helping us kind of keep in touch with each other, thankfully, over these past 2 years with the pandemic and stuff. Yeah. We'll have to see. I mean, there are some other tournaments as well that are trying to go offline as well. But again, I'm not feeling too confident that it will go away, at least for next year. Maybe next year, maybe I'll feel better about that. But for 2022, I personally can still wait. you know. But hopefully by next year, I have a chance to go see everyone, the guys, you know. Of course, you know, Yuzawa and you know.
I mean, you know what? Maybe Thanos is right. We need to make that gauntlet. Maybe Thanos was onto something.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, it's pretty debatable, but you know.
I mean, yes, it sounds like genocide, but you know, maybe Thanos was on something. When you think about it, right, Kitty? Oh. Yeah.
Well, that's what makes Thanos interesting, right? Because of that thought that you know we ponder on, like, you know. But anyway, all right, let's move on.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go to the more straight into the fighting games, starting with Street Fighter. And there was a trailer for Akira. We watched Oro's last time, I believe, so only fair that we check out Akira's. And I do, like, honestly, this is like the best part, which was the intro, like the logo and stuff like that. I'll play it right now. Oh, whoops. What happened there? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, I know what happened. All right, there we go.
And then...
All right, I'll play again. Yes, sir. Yeah, the sound, dude. That sound. That Capcom sound.
If I go too far, please forgive me.
Got the air combos. Check out that combo. Jeez.
Job well done.
There's the big brother, Daigo.
That's not Daigo.
Yeah.
I want to see someone remodel him to
Yeah.
look like Daigo.
Daigo. Mm-hmm. Has been a big talk of the town.
But do you think Daigo would be like flattered or just creeped out?
I think he'd be flattered for the most part. I think he would get a good laugh at it too.
Kill.
This one's pretty cool. I like the outro or the victory pose for Akira. Yep, and there's the costumes and all that stuff. You name it. From what it looks like, though, yeah, I mean, at this point, Oro and Akira are out, and looks like the two are good. You know, even Akira, like, looking pretty solid, especially with the whole Daigo thing, right? Like, because if you activate the V trigger, right, he's still going. Like, even if you hit Akira, like, Daigo's still going. So Daigo's gonna do that big like aura explosion thing. So that's gonna like stir the pot quite a bit. So yeah, it's been a lot of like these trades and all that stuff. Oro has his own brand of being pretty good too, from what I'm being seeing. Before we get to Oro, I wanted to also point this out because there was an update patch that came along with it, and not just like frame data and stuff like that. They also did some cosmetic changes to a certain character. So this was Sakura from the past with her selections, character selection.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, with that character select sprite or model. See, her eyes are quite different for one of the players, right? It's weird, you know, her, or at least with this costume anyway. But anyway, now they actually cleaned it up quite a bit, and now it's looking maybe generic, but you know, safe, I guess you can say. A little better, I guess would be the word for it. The pose is something people are pointing out too, because previously, she had both hands up, right? But now she has more of her default pose. But some people actually really liked this better rather than the one hand up and stuff. And people have been saying like her older face is better. You know, so there's been somewhat of a debate going on with Sakura's face. But I think for the most part, it's more balanced, I guess you can say. It's more just palatable. I don't know. What do you think of that?
I mean, her old default is like, do you want to catch these hands?
Yeah.
And then her updated looks like more of a traditional like fighter stance.
Oh yeah. That's the default.
Which now I kind of like the other one because it gives more variety. To just see Fire Pro fight, a fighter pose, a fighter pose. You get like an out of left field, like, hi guys. It's like, it's like, honey, this is traditional fighting. No, it's not. It says Street Fighter.
It's a Street Fighter, yeah. Well, then again, I mean, you know, Sakura's not really so much of a traditional fighter anyway, because she's supposed.
Because look, she works at Best Buy.
Yeah, she works at Best Buy.
Okay, so she's a evil announcer.
Yes.
On the weekends.
Yeah.
And then on the weekdays, she works at Best Buy.
Yep. She gotta put bread on the table, so she gotta make ends meet, and that's kind of like the harsh reality of being a commentator anyway. Because unless you're a really popular commentator, like they don't get as much. You know what I mean? So they have to
you don't get as much revenue.
Yeah, so they have to moonlight as something else, pretty much. So, so I guess in her case, like a Best Buy employee. I mean,
but she still has her evil announcer like way of greeting people.
Yeah. Well, she's supposed to be like an arcade commentator, or what do you call it? A shoutcaster, which is like actually people who usually female who just stand in the center of the arcade or game center, and they have the outfit and the microphone and everything, like the little headset. And they literally are paid to just try to cheer up people, like, hey, you're doing great, you know, that sort of thing, like give support, like, wow, you know this guy is doing this guy is scoring high or something like that, you know, stuff like that. Like it's just little quips of, you know, support and stuff like that, like a cheerleader almost, like in a way. So kind of unique in that sense. It adds more to the atmosphere, I guess, for Japanese game centers or arcades, I should say. I came across maybe one in my lifetime whenever I did go to Japanese arcades, but I guess nowadays, I mean, especially now, but you know, in the past before the pandemic hit, wasn't as common, I guess, because you know I don't really see them as often. But you know, when it comes to I guess the more traditional game centers, they probably do have them. I think they're also a thing for pachinko machines, which I guess makes sense too. But yeah, you know, try to liven up the atmosphere. A lot of times people are just gonna like have this like very deadpan sort of look in their face as they have a cigarette, you know, like cigarette, you know, and then they literally.
I want to see that here.
Yeah,
Sakura just have a deadpan face.
Yeah,
cigarette.
Yeah.
Just staring at you. It's like,
yeah.
Like, is she alive?
Right.
It's like I don't think she's breathing.
Yeah, because they're well, I mean, a lot of the pachinko people are just like very, just in their zone, I guess, or in their little world, I guess. You know, trying to get away from reality. You know, same, a lot of things. Same thing for, you know, for a lot of hobbies anyway. But yeah, it's just so funny because like I see the tech, right? Like they have like a folded piece of paper, like a like the little triangles that you play football with, you know, with the fingers and everything, right? That folded piece of paper, and then they just like shove it into the crank, so that the crank is like at a certain pressure, and that's like the magic point. So that way the balls, the little like pachinko balls, will always fall, or most likely fall into the right holes and everything to, you know, get the jackpot and everything. So that's like how you beat the tech. You know, you get the piece of paper and everything, and you like just stick it between the crank and the machine, so that it stays there, and then yeah, there you go. But I think sometimes I think they change up the pressure and stuff like that here and there, so that way they don't like explode as much. That's what I imagine. That's what I assume anyway. But that's what I saw. I'm like, what the hell? So like, you know, the fair way, quote unquote fair way, is to hold your hand, and then you have to like crank it to that magic point, the magic pressure point, and then you know, you get the balls and everything. But yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard, and that's why people do that, which is like funny. But that was in the past. You know, unfortunately, you know, arcades and game centers have been closing down left and right in Japan because of the pandemic and everything, unfortunately. Hopefully they come back, but I don't know if that's even possible for the future. Anyway, a bit of a tangent there. You know, Sakura's face also got buffed, along with certain characters in the patch notes. I think Rose got the most out of it. Otherwise, everyone else got like bug fixes and stuff like that. But there's a video of Sakura's face. You can see it in action. So check it out here. This is the old patch.
Look at her. She really looks like, you want to catch these hands?
Yeah, I know, right?
Catch me outside.
I think I really do like the first one better than the new one, honestly. Why does he keep doing that? It's annoying. Oh, and there's the new pose, excuse me.
And she's like, hey.
Yeah. Like the eyes, I do understand. I like the eyes for the new one better, even though they're a little more generic. But it plays it safe, but it works for Sakura anyway.
Yeah.
But the pose is kind of what kills it for me a little bit, because I know it's her default fighting pose with the hand up and then the hand down. But honestly, I don't know. I really do like the first one better. There's something about it. It just seems more lively, I guess. You know, like you said, like you want to catch these hands, you know? It really sends a message. And in here is a little less energetic, I guess. But that's just my 2-piece on that, I guess.
I mean, I guess it's all preference at this point now with Sakura.
Yeah, of course. Well, you know, it is what it is. It's so funny because they did this for Sakura, right? She got quite a bit of a treatment for the character select screen, but the people who've asked about the most is still Ken, and they have still not addressed Ken, which is weird.
They forgot who that is at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, who's Ken?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like, I hear this person's name, but I don't know who this is.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Sakura's side anyway when it comes to the whole patch. But let's check out Oro with the funny little glitch that someone found when you're fighting what's his face? Gil during the arcade mode, I believe. So here is this footage from Twitter. Ryohei was able to capture this. Oh, and yep, there's the glitch.
I have transcended into godhood.
Yeah. Except that he's like getting his ass whooped no matter
It's
what.
like, sniff my ass.
Yeah, and my crotch.
And my turtle.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, there's a special like command
Yeah.
that you just chuck the turtle and it's a one hit kill. They just
Yeah.
added that.
Almost like a
It's like-
insta kill in Guilty Gear.
Yeah. Because all this time it's the turtle that's actually the most powerful.
Yeah, right.
That would be
Oro is actually the turtle and not the guy.
I know. So
like Hokusai from Fate. This is just so hilarious.
I kind of want to see someone recreate this.
Yeah, I know, right? So for the listeners,
in an actual
oh, wait.
match.
Yeah, in an actual match. Oh yeah, for sure. But this is only an arcade mode, of course, because this. So what's happening for the listeners is that someone playing as Oro is beating Gil in an arcade mode, and what happens with Gil when you beat him is that he has the resurrection mechanic, which is reminiscent from the old game, which is Third Strike and Street Fighter 3, I believe. So Oro throw. I think it was during a throw. Yeah, it was a throw that killed him. So I guess that, along with the resurrection mechanic, because of the way it was animating, it like just messed up everything, and so the camera or just the character placement got messed up, and now you see like Oro just floating around like crazy, and then he just, as soon as the resurrection happened, Oro is just stuck on Gil the entire time, and Oro can't do really much about it. But meanwhile, Gil is the one that's like beating him down because he's right there. There's no pushback now, so he can keep hitting him, unfortunately. So that was a glitch for the worse for the player, not so much for the computer or CPU. I guess this also can happen with this also can happen with not only his throw but his critical art. So let's check that out as well. I think. Oh no, he did it again, it looks like. Oh, what the? The grab. He can still grab him though with the command grab. With the glitch. Oh my god, it looks so weird.
I have transcended.
I know, right? Oh, but he's like jabbing him. Oh, he can still. Okay, he can still hit him, like kinda with the. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so weird.
Die, you monkey.
Yeah. Yeah, he did the super, and then it's like it worked, I guess, but
Wow, that's quality sexual content right there.
Yep.
Never in my life I wanted to see in Oro and Gil, yaoi.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hawk.
Yep. You're welcome.
What's next? Are you gonna show me fucking Blanca and Kuma from Tekken?
From Tekken? Oh, Kuma. I think he said Akuma. Like, what?
No. Yeah, you're gonna show me a Kuma.
Yeah, Akuma versus Akuma. Anyway, so yeah, there's the glitch. Hopefully they can patch that out. But
No.
Oh, just leave it in there? Yeah.
Just leave it.
I mean, yeah, like you said, like, maybe that can happen with Gil and Oro, like, during an actual, like, Capcom Cup or Capcom qualifier thing. Like, that'd be so funny.
But see, the question is, if that happens, is it gonna be the Oro that's gonna be disqualified, or or is everyone just gonna ride it out and for a good laugh?
I don't know. Yeah, like I think they might just not count it, and they have to play the match again or something like that. But I don't know whose favor would work because sometimes the other player can use a mental break, so they can use that as a means to like just stall and take a breather, and then come back and beat the opponent hopefully. But I don't know. Either way, it's just hilarious, no matter how you look at it. So them glitches are definitely hilarious. All right, so we now we're gonna talk about the character that Zawa brought up in the beginning with the Jacko challenge. But Jacko is now definitely making it into Strive. People kind of saw it a mile away because of how relevant she is in the story and all that stuff. So and the popularity of Jacko. So it can't be helped. So they definitely added her for DLC.
I wanted Bridget.
Want me to tell you why you're here?
Oh yeah,
Will I find
English voice.
out if we fight him together?
Now you're getting it.
English voice.
Gottega 5.
There we go.
Anyway, I know, right? What you're really after?
Maybe you're the adult here.
Nah, we're still both kids.
I wonder if she's gonna
Make
take
friends just by looking down
over
from the top of your
False's position,
castle. How long?
because
did
she's
it
throwing a
take
lot of shit onto screen.
Arya.
Yeah.
Perspective
That fucking
changes everything.
animations.
It may be convenient for things to stay the way they are.
Like, I love Faust, but
Yeah.
he's
I'm
too...
cool with rolling with it. Then shall we?
what's the word? Predictable in his stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of faults that Faust has, unfortunately, but people can still do work with him.
Yeah,
but-
you can still do wordplay. It's
Why?
just gonna take that extra heave hole.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it takes more brain power. Like you cannot be. It looks like he's Unga, but you cannot be Unga with him. Like you have to earn the Unga in order to. Same with Potemkin too. But I feel like Faust has that a little harder because of the gimmicks he has, which is the whole throwing thing, and it's like random. Not to mention that stupid trumpet goes into the opponent more towards you, or more than you, instead of like in the middle. Like it should be in the middle, but it's more towards the opponent for some reason because they thought I guess it was funny or something. So the trumpet goes to the opponent, and if the opponent picks it up, the little Fausties or whatever are gonna run over Faust instead of the opponent, because they are able to grab it easily. But I also think about Venom too, because Venom is someone who also has like similar mechanics that Jacko was presented here, like with the whole ricochet thing. And I mean, first off, she's kind of she's pretty different from her previous iteration, which is the whole like RTS sort of mechanic where she has to like build up resources of sorts, and she builds these like little houses, and then the little houses comes out the little minions or whatever, and then the minions attack the opponent. That's Jacko. Oops, sorry. That's what Jacko was.
He's like, ooh,
Yeah.
I'm awake now, Dad.
Yeah, I know. That's what she was, and then now here it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna just throw my minions at them, like ricocheting off of each other and like bouncing off the screen and everything. So I do hope to see Venom. I think I think he still has a chance, but I think they'll have to change him up too. Like if they are gonna bring back Venom quite a bit.
No. Bring me back. Give us Bridget. So
Bridget.
We
People,
so we can stop bitching about bringing back Bridget.
people really want Bridget back. Like I can definitely still see that.
She has not been in the game for like what, almost years.
Many years at this point, yeah.
It's been 84 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe Bridget could be the last character for this DLC pass, but I'm not sure because like oh yeah, there you go, that's perfect. So we had a new character so far, which is Gold Lewis, and then now we have Jacko, which is not so new, but bit of a makeover with her looks and everything. Her outfit, the rest of her outfit's still like more or less the same, but her hair color, of course, her story and all that stuff is a little more developed, and her mechanics are different quite a bit. You know, so next one up, I mean, we don't know the hints and stuff like that because they only give out the hints for the first two characters, which was, yeah, you know, first one was going to be a brand new character or new playable character, and then the next one was going to be something you've seen already, which is in this case Jacko. So we don't know who's going to be next, but this one is going to be still in 2021 for the third character. But the next character after that will be 2022, so we have quite a bit of a wait there. So, although kind of, oh no, never mind. I think this might, I don't know. That's weird, because like some of the silhouettes have the eagle in the background, which I don't know if that's supposed to be anything. But the third one doesn't have any background at all except for the red part. But I don't know if that was intentional or maybe a hint of sorts. I don't know. Maybe the one with the eagles is like a new character, like new characters, or playable, or characters that have not been playable yet till now. And then the middle one, it could be an old character. I'm not too sure, but I don't know. It might be I'm reading too much into it, you know. So I don't know.
No, it's a hint. It's a hint that those last two characters are furry characters. That's why they're there. Are there any?
Well, no, we have one scaly because there's
the professor,
the
right?
professor, yeah. So there's like monsters of sorts. So it's possible. It's possible we can have like the anthro type of character, like a John Talbane type of character. That'd be kind of sick. I actually would be down for that. If it's like a brand new character, yeah, of course. I'm pretty damn sure we're gonna have Happy Chaos. I think Happy Chaos will be a character in this DLC pass, like wherever.
How many people are gonna be happy about Happy?
Yeah. You know what?
It's very redundant.
Yeah.
Are you happy with Happy?
Yeah, right. You know what? I think this might be the most predictable thing about it is that when the last character, right, during the last character slot, we're gonna have a new chapter in the story. So I think by then we'll get Happy Chaos. I think that's the slot for Happy Chaos. I think he will be the last character.
What if Happy Chaos is related to what was the character from Exit? Bedman.
Oh, Bedman? Oh, yeah, maybe.
Like he's like related to him.
Related to him somehow, maybe.
Because the hairstyle, it could be just like a anime hairstyle.
Yeah.
Bedman and Chaos's hairstyle are kind of the same.
Kind of the same, yeah.
And maybe kind of like the same face structure, unless they just took Bedman's like model and just did this.
Yeah. A lot of people thought that too. A lot of people thought it was gonna be Bedman, but no. It's if you look into the story, you kind of know what's going on, I guess. So it's not Bedman, but I don't know. Maybe the fourth slot will be Bedman. Who knows, right? So.
Or maybe it is Happy, but what if his special costume is Bedman's colors?
Oh, maybe, right? Yeah.
That sounds more plausible, because
yeah,
I don't think Bedman was popular, right?
He was he wasn't like top. I don't think it was top 10, right? So, but he's kind of up there. People talk about him, so.
How weird he was.
Yeah, how weird it was. Yeah, exactly. That's something. So, but I don't know. Like we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But yeah. But obviously with Jacko, I do like how she looks. I do like how she animates. I think the hula hoop animation was pretty funny. I think where was it? It was like it might have been early in the trailer. But anyway. The crouching pose is what people love about her, obviously.
You pervs.
Yeah. A lot of people are trying, or a good handful of people, I should say, on Twitter are trying to do the pose, and God, man, I her back, man.
Can you do the pose?
Yup.
Oh, you can? You can do the pose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Ow.
She still has the mask, which is interesting, because I think it was supposed to be there to control her powers in the at least in Exert and Rev or whatever. But yeah, I guess she still uses the mask to fight with, I guess, as a means to control her power.
I can't control it. Dark
Yeah.
Phoenix rises.
Yeah.
Or Dark Jacko
Yeah.
rises.
Dark Jack.
Or what's the word? Fuck. Jack the Ripper. There you go.
Oh, Jack the Ripper. Yeah. I guess-
What if?
Okay.
Wait, no, they're done with Sam Show, right? For DLC characters.
I think so. Well, go ahead.
I was thinking because we got another Guilty Gear character that came to Sancho, which
Yes.
we will talk about later. But
Yeah.
what if they somehow made friends with with Konami and put Raiden or Raiden.
Oh,
from
oh
Metal
my
Gear.
goodness, that'd be wow, that's a big shot, but that's
I know it's a big shot, but just imagine him in Sham Show.
yeah, damn, dude, that's a
It'll fit his MO.
oh yeah,
when
for
you think about
sure,
it.
yeah, for sure, but you know how Konami is now, it's like, but
Yeah.
they can just probably just hand him over, like, hey, just do whatever you want with this character. I mean, I don't know.
It's not like this guy is using it, and then you're just staring at Konami. Like, really?
Yeah,
Like, really?
yeah.
We're gonna go there.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go there, I guess, with Konami. Anyway, funny that you brought that up, Zawa. Because in Sam's show, they showed off this silhouette, and we were like, who could that be?
It's
Or no, yeah,
It's a jackal.
yeah,
it's a jackal.
It's a jackal, yeah. who could that be? But yeah, there we go. This is the silhouette, I think. Yeah, this silhouette showed up, and people were like, who could that be, right? And some people thought it was gonna be Cliff, because he's got the big sword, right, and looked like a big sword right here. Too, I guess that's fair, but kind of
I
ironically,
remember if Samcho had like characters with big swords, and I think it was their older version of Samcho, right? Had
Yeah.
the ogre.
oh,
right.
maybe, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Not too familiar with the older Sam Show stuff, but just to be ironic, and I was kind of joking around with it, but first off, I said piranha plant, right? But also I was like, what if it was just like Anji with like his fan being big in the perspective, you know what I mean? Like that could have been really funny, but or Anji somehow holding Sparta from Devil May Cry. That's another like guess I just kind of made fun of with, because like the big thing looked like Sparta, or like just like a big ass sword.
I
But
find it sad that with Anji, he's my boyfriend's favorite character, but he did not like him in Strive.
yeah, a lot of people who liked Anji from the old games are like that too, unfortunately, because yeah, he's different from what I can understand. So not everyone's cup of tea, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't. Well, never mind. I mean, it's irrelevant, but I think he's not too low on the tier list, but either way,
I'll say he's mid-low.
Mid-low, yeah, that sounds fair. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. Anyways, Samurai Showdown and Guilty Gear had a collab, and guess what? It was Baiken. A lot of people were kind of thinking about this from the past because there were rumors about Baiken being in the game and stuff like that. There was a lot of rumors floating around, but now it's a reality, which is actually really cool. So let's check out the trailer.
Here
comes a daredevil.
That's a lot of well, later on in the trailer.
Yeah.
That's a lot of chains.
Yeah.
She looks good.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think she translated well for a 3D Sam Show game. Yeah, dude, Baiken makes the most sense to be in Sam Show. Next one would have been Anji.
Well, there's Anji, then you could have added what's his name? Chip.
Oh, Chip. Yeah. That could have been funny.
I kind of can't see Axel in there, but it's just his weapons might be a little difficult to translate.
I don't think so. It's just I don't know. I mean, he travels through time, so that makes sense from there. He can just travel back to like ancient feudal Japan by accident. But yeah, I think she looks great. She's out. I think she's out now at this point.
Yep.
Yeah. And people have been liking her. Too bad the game itself doesn't have a good netcode, so.
Damn, are you trying to get get yourself shot?
Yeah. You know, because the netcode is trash.
I swear, if I see you on the news going like,
yeah,
streamer and
content creator,
Hawk525 found dead in his room.
God.
And I'm just gonna be looking over like, yeah, I knew what happened.
Yeah.
And the police will be like, can you elaborate? No.
Wow.
Like, nope.
Damn.
I ain't no snitch.
I ain't no snitch. You ain't gonna get shit from me.
So you ain't going to get shit from me.
Yep. Yep.
We'll let you play test Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Okay.
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 Just spill the beans and everything. Yep.
Here's the recording of him bashing the netcode.
The netcode. Yep. For Sam Show.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know who put the hit, but yeah, that's it. now give me Marvel 4, please.
Please. Yeah.
But I don't know. Her model looks better, really better than XR.
Yeah, I mean,
and,
at this point,
and her what's the word? Assets.
Yes, her assets are well modeled. Yes. You're talking about her eye patch, right? I mean,
yeah, no. I'm talking about her sleeve.
Yeah.
Her assets.
Yes. Yes. Her hair, yeah, you know, it's very big and poofy and spiky. Yeah, I like that.
It seems to have more definition. Her hair.
Volume, yeah.
Yeah. And one of the things that I kind of wish they fixed with her, because I've seen Max and other streamers play her,
Yeah.
is her victory pose, victory walk.
Oh.
It's like, bitch, move faster. We're on a time schedule.
Yeah. I think I have the running or the walking animation here somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, meanwhile, we have there's like screenshots of her colors. Oh, you can actually see the textures too, which is kind of neat. Yeah, so there are colors. Pretty cool. I think I like the blue one best, with the gray hair and stuff like that. Silver hair, I should say. Pretty cool. But yeah, the walking animation, I think I do have it here.
It just takes a little too long.
Yeah.
Because I forgot who I saw it from. They were on this side of the stage.
Yeah.
And she hit him really hard, which made him fly to the other side. And so you gotta watch her walk all the way. And I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many matches we could have been finished by the time you reach to the other end?
Yeah. Yeah,
But no, she has to strut it.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm badass, I know. It's like,
Mm-hmm. She got that
can you
walk.
hurry up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, can you hurry the fuck up?
Mm-hmm. It is pretty slow, but you know, hey, at least it's well animated.
Yeah, with her assets.
Yes, with her assets. But yeah, just looking at the comments. But anyway,
The assets.
assets, yeah.
Assassin.
The ass acid.
She is an assassin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty cool. I think she turned out great for Sam's show. So that is it on biking on that part. Did you watch the video with Sakurai and Harada talking? Did you get a chance to look at that at all?
I've seen bits and clips of it.
Yeah.
I didn't see the full thing.
Right. I'll just summarize it, which is basically like they didn't talk about Smash nor Tekken or anything like that too much. They just talked about each other, and get to know a little more about Sakurai, and then little bits and pieces and stuff like that, which is actually pretty cool. Which is this video I'm talking about in particular. It's called Harada's Bar, his channel, and then he brings on like different developers and stuff like that. I think he had Yoko Taro at one point in the thing, but this time around he had Masahiro Sakurai, who of course is the creator for Smash and stuff like that, the man behind Smash pretty much. And yeah, they got to talk about like the the nuances and stuff like that, and they talked about like how like self-image is pretty important, and this meme is actually false, that type of thing. A lot of little like interesting little bits of conversation and topics and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing like informative or anything like that. If you want to know about like what's going on with like Smash behind the scenes or anything like that. But you get to know more about Sakurai himself. So I think that's pretty cool. If you want to check it out, it's on Harada's Bar, which is a YouTube channel featuring Harada himself, the producer for Tekken and stuff like that. Which I thought it was a pretty good watch. It's 30 minutes, so it's not too long. There is gonna be one more coming up, which is featuring the topic of retirement, which is gonna be pretty interesting. I think that's gonna be the most interesting video to check out. So I'll definitely try to catch that. Beyond that, he talks about how people Sakurai talks about how people sort of see him in a way, and he kind of like throws his 2 cents about that. Oh, there's no like negativity or anything like that, so that's cool. Very, very humble and stuff like that, and very, modest. but you know, he's like also straight to the point as well in some ways. So, yeah. So you know, really goes to show of how, I guess, great of a director he is, or producer he is. I think director, but yeah, or boss, I should say, when it comes to Smash and stuff like that.
I kind of like personally, I enjoy those type of videos because yes, people would like to hear like the development and stuff, but no, I want to, you know, listen to like who you are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. It really is interesting. There was one where I'll say this. He talks about how he feels sick after drinking just like regular water, right? So he just feels weird or whatever. So that's why he always drinks Coke Zero.
Yeah. I saw that and I was like, my man.
Yeah, always drinks Coke Zero. That's his water, pretty much. I'm like, oh my.
Yeah, when I saw that clip, I was like, my man.
At least it's Coke, so I'll give him that.
I was like, screw water. Pour down that carbonated soda down your throat. But there was one part of the segment was when they brought out the food. And I was like,
yeah.
I was like, how dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah.
You know how many starving kids are here watching? I'm one of them. Share.
You have like as you proceed to have like crumbs all over you, and you're like just like
yeah.
Anyway,
crumbs. No. I eat the crumbs.
Yeah. Okay.
I see the crumbs and I go 1, 2, 3.
Oh man.
Speaking about the food in Harada's bar, does he make it? Does Harada make it, or is it like someone?
He has like I guess he has a personal chef or something making it for him. I mean, you know Harada, right? I mean, it's kind of funny. I think he has someone like who happens to be a good cook or something. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I think he might be part of the staff.
His best friend.
Yeah, like his best. I don't know, maybe his best friend. I don't know. Yeah, they drink like not drink. Excuse me. They had takoyaki, which is
yeah. That's when I saw that, I was like, you're lucky that technology hasn't, become so advanced that people can just reach through the screen and just
yeah.
This is mine now. Screw you.
But it also served as an interesting piece for the conversation because Sakurai didn't know if Westerners and just tourists in general really like takoyaki, and then Harada's like, oh yeah, I mean they do. Like they know from watching a lot of anime and manga and video games and stuff like that, to the point where they're very familiar with a lot of things with Japanese culture at this point, and so they're just like, oh okay, that's really cool, that sort of thing. So.
Well, if Sakurai came to Hawaii, it's like, hi, we're engraved with the Japanese culture because of things that happened in the past, but yeah.
Yes. Yeah, history and all that stuff. Yeah. Overall, yeah, I think Harada's bar, like the videos he has, or they have, excuse me, are very interesting. I mean, so far. I mean, granted, I haven't seen all of them in one sitting or anything like that, but from the clips I've seen with the other videos with different guests, seems pretty interesting. I mean, just from looking at the Sakurai video so far, I mean, I think it's a well put together like little thing to know about the developers better as people, not just as developers. I mean, you do here and there, but that's like the whole thing. That's the whole beauty of it. You get to know them as people, and you pick up some things along the way. So yeah, I think it's a good series to just relax to, and yeah. So if anyone wants to check out something that's like you want to like get to know about the developer and stuff like that, or just interesting in general, just art of conversation, Harada's Bar, I recommend it. It's got a couple of tens of thousands of subscribers right now, but maybe hopefully it'll eventually pick up. So anyway, I think the next episode will be pretty interesting again because they're gonna talk about retirement. So we'll see. But
I can't find it. Someone like there was a comment going like, I guess it was their first time seeing Harada, and they're like, does this guy sleep with his sunglasses on? It's like, maybe he does. Why?
well, why not? Yeah. I mean, you can use it as an eye mask,
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Yeah.
Yes, I almost get into accidents, but that's another story.
Yeah. You also get to know not only Sakurai, but you get to know more about Harada as a person in general too. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So like one more thing I guess I'll bring up is that Harada really liked tequila in the past. That was like his favorite, I guess, spirit or hard liquor to go to, which is tequila.
That's his yum juice.
Yeah. But now he says he hasn't. He's been going easy on the tequila, I guess, is what he said. Or
weak.
Or not even. I mean, he probably put tequila away in general, but
weak.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure from what it sounds like he had his fair share of tequila. Like he even went to Mexico to get tequila. Like,
but still, it's like for a good a good drinker, they will be like weak.
Yeah.
That's what I tell to my friends when I'm drinking like my sake my uncle used to bring from Japan. Not the cheap one, like the actual like maybe the $90 one. Like I'll be just drinking it fine, and all my friends will be like already dying on their cup, and I was like, "You guys are weak."
Yeah.
What is the alcohol content? It's only 50. What the hell's wrong with you guys?
Yeah.
You guys drink tequila and all that other stuff. You cannot handle this.
Yeah. It's also funny that sorry, I have to bring up one more thing, but I can't help it because this is such an interesting thing. But Japanese people call memes just memes. They don't. There's no like actual Japanese word for it. Just memes, because it's just how they do things with words and stuff like that. Is they just always always more likely to take the word from the origin. So like memes, for example, they're just gonna say meme or something like that. So. Internet meme or something like that. Yeah, I think it's the full name for it. Which makes sense. It's more straightforward and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, I think we can move on from there.
Yeah. Dive into Harada's bar.
Dive into Harada's bar if you want to just get some really cool stuff out of just the developers as people. It's a pretty interesting channel. I'm glad that Harada likes to do these things, I guess. Alright, so loosely relating to Bandai Namco, I guess, with Harada, but now we are actually going to some Bamco news a little bit. Tales of Arise, the demo is out, so if anyone wants to check it out, check it out. But the Tales series has always been infamous for its costumes. There's a lot of costumes that you can unlock yourself. You can buy them as well. It depends on how they do it, but some of them you buy, some of them you can unlock them. But anyways, here there's a collaboration pack of sorts. So as you can see, the female main characters have costumes from different games. So in the middle, there's a costume from Code Vein. On the left, that's from Idolmaster, and on the right, that is Tekken. So.
Little Mister.
Yeah. I think these are pretty cool looking costumes. I think the Nina one looks really good just because the character kind of fits the best with that costume. The other ones are kind of like, it works, I guess, but the Nina one is like actually pretty hilarious because how much she sort of resembles Nina. I forget the actual character's name from Arise. It's a little hard to remember, but.
I don't know, but can I have my $200 back? Boyfriend asked really, really nicely for me to buy him the collector's edition, the one with the statue and stuff. Yeah, he asked really nicely, chat.
Wow. Yeah.
$217. That's including shipping.
Damn. That is
Do you know how many pulls I could have done in Fate Go with that $200?
God damn it. You and your fucking polls, man. Oh,
He's lucky
boy.
that I don't have to pull anything until November, October. He's
Yeah.
lucky. I'm
Well, anyway. There's some screenshots of the costumes in action. I think this character is Reina, and then I don't know the shield person's name. It looks really cool.
Shield Hero.
Shield Hero, yeah, she's a shield hero, yeah. And then this is
I haven't watched that.
I haven't watched it either. I should. I heard it's like really good.
I think for that one I would just read the novel or the manga.
For what? Which one? The Shield Hero? Or?
Shield Hero.
Oh yeah. I think it's based off. I think it's a light novel series.
Yeah, it's a night novel.
Light novel.
Night novel.
Night novel. Yeah, you read that at night, like time to get a little naughty, man.
Ew, the Shield Hero? What the hell is wrong with you? Fucking
Dude,
read.
have you not read like the premise or whatever, or like the summary or whatever you call it? Like it's very fucked up. Synopsis. Well, synopsis is like the whole thing, but the
Yeah.
But from how it begins, it's pretty fucked up, I think. Like or what happens in the beginning relatively, but
I don't know.
yeah. Anyway. Ren's I think it's Rinswell for this character's name. But yeah.
His name is Bitch.
Bitch. She's kind of
Oh, I'm
been
sorry. What was her name from Assassination Classroom? Vitch. Professor Vitch.
Beach.
Yeah, Vitch.
Yeah.
No, the students call her Professor Bitch.
Yeah, Professor Bitch. Yeah,
Just switch it.
pretty much. I think this character's been popping up a little bit when it comes to fan art. And then...
Oh, yeah. Fan art, kids. Fan art.
I mean, it's fan art. I didn't look at it. I mean... Whether...
Hawk here is not even subtle about it.
I mean, it's drawn by a fan. I mean, what else is it? All right.
This is a family Christian stream, sir.
A Christian family stream? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Fucking Virgil. Oh man. Gotta love the people in the comments. Anyway, costumes look great, and hopefully I can get them. Because I really am excited for Tales of Rise. It looks really cool. I do like the gameplay of it so far from all the trailers I've seen.
He says that now. Then once he gets to the harder difficulty, you're just gonna be screaming your head off.
It does have its fair share of challenges, but I think it's my kind of challenging. So I would never want to play like Dark Souls or Bloodborne, for example. But when it comes to this kind of what?
Dick Souls.
Oh, Dick Souls, yeah. You get dicked on pretty much, but no. And here, like I don't know. This is like my kind of challenge. They do have like the cool, challenging bosses here and there. So when it comes to across Tales games in general. But yeah, looking pretty promising. Other than a couple things to nitpick, but I'll leave that for another time. All right, next one up. When it comes to collaboration, speaking of which is involving with Super Monkey Ball. Super Monkey Ball is getting Kiryu for the crossover from Yakuza. So you can see the glorious Kazuma Kiryu in a monkey ball, I guess you can say.
I just love. Do you have it? The meme with Majima.
Oh, I think it's in it might be in the comments, but hold on. I know what you're talking about.
I present you this.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like I like it.
It's gotta be in here somewhere. Someone's gotta post it.
I'm just kind of surprised that. I mean, it is Kiryu, but he's in Super Monkey Ball world. You would think he'll have like a costume of him being in a dragon suit or something, because la di da, that's what he's known for. The dragon. So it's like you missed an opportunity here.
Might be not stupid. That stupid screenshot of Ichiban that someone made. Or it might be fan made. I don't know. I forget if it was like something from the game, or I don't know. Someone was able to pull it from the PC mod or something. I don't know. Anyway, I thought I saw it. Damn it. Oh well. I want to look for it now, but hold on. Jesus Christ. It's Max's face. Damn it. I could have sworn it was in a comment section, but let me see. Well, there's more screenshots of Kiryu. Yeah. Nice clean screenshot of him. I like the collectible they have to collect for in his like levels or whatever. Which is the bottles, or the stamina bottles. Which is pretty funny. Maybe if I type it out, Kiryu ball. Yeah, there you go.
Kiryu's ball. It's like, oh god.
Yeah. The other ball.
Like, wrong one.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, oh, right one.
Maybe it's something I actually retweeted. Hold on, just give me a second here. Anyway.
Anyway, like this collab was kind of like came out of nowhere.
It was very left field, so yeah.
Like, I forgot there was a recent Monkey Ball game, and then all of a sudden it was like, here you guys go. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's a nice little reminder, right? Okay, I did retweet it.
It was more of that, like, holy shit, I forgot you existed.
There you go. There you go. Here. Oh man. There is the. Someone actually animated it. Is it? What the fuck? Oh, there's another thing. Okay, I see. Yep, there you go. There you go. There's an animated version of that. There you go. All right. Now we can move on to the Pokemon stuff. There's been some news, some big news with Pokemon. We'll get to it. Get to the meat of things. First off, let's talk about some Pokemon cards briefly. Like with a lot of Pokemon card sets, there are going to be cards that get cut, and unfortunately, there are quite a bit here for Evolving Skies from the Japanese sets, and pretty much you get to see not only all of the current cards for the set, but you get to see what's missing, unfortunately. And I think it's like all the way at the bottom here. Just give me a minute. There's a lot of cards in this set. I think it might be the second largest set for Sword and Shield. But anyway, so a lot of these cards are gonna be gone, or these cards are gonna be gone. So Shauna is gonna be gone. The Schoolboy and Schoolgirl are gonna be gone. In the Rainbow Rare versions, but unfortunately the alternate arts for the OG evolutions are gonna be gone as well for this set. They're gonna be thrown into something else, I think. That's how they do it usually. So, while these ones are really cool looking, they unfortunately will not be present in the packs for you to open.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. So these cards are going to be missing, unfortunately, from the set, and they're going to be moved to somewhere else for like what, promotion reasons, I believe. I think these cards were given out in a lottery or something like that, like an actual like Pokemon Center lottery. I think that's what they did in the Japanese set, but I don't know what they'll do in the English versions. So they might do it with promos or some sort of collection box. I don't know. But otherwise, yeah, they're going to be missing from the actual set itself. So you won't be able to pull these 3 cards that are really cool looking. I do like the... I do like all of them, but I think for the most part, I do like Vaporeon and Jolteon's a little better than Flareon, but Flareon is still pretty adorable looking. Wholesome. With the fireplace and everything. But also, the VMAX Espeon is going to be missing as well. The alternate art version, unfortunately, with the giant Espeon just sleeping on the house, which is pretty funny. That's going to be missing as well, unfortunately. Also, I think, yeah, you'll also be able to get the regular V cards of Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon, and in the promo tins. So those ones aren't going to be as rare either. So if anyone wants a chance to get those V cards, then you can get the tins as a way to get those cards, or just buy them straight from the secondary market, or TCG Player, for example, as singles. But otherwise, at least I have a chance to pull all the other alternate arts, like Raihan, or Duraludon rather, and also I think Rayquaza alternate art is still in there somewhere. Yeah, there's a Duraludon VMAX alternate art, I think. There's the Rayquaza alternate art. Umbreon is still there. That's pretty cool. Oops. Yeah, right there. Sylveon, well, still in there. So there are still some good chase cards. Glaceon. And Leafeon. So I really want the Leafeon ones. Xenia. Raihan right there, like I said. And I forget his name. I think it was like... Was it Max? No. Oh, no. Gordy, excuse me. It's right there. Copycat. That's another big chase card. There's the alternate art for Duraludon V. So that's very cute. Noivern is still in there as well. Alternate Noivern. And yeah, you name it, so. Oh, the Dragonite's still there too, so that's cool. There are people who are sort of like in the program with Pokemon Center where they get free booster boxes for promotion reasons. Like all the big YouTubers, for example, are getting the booster boxes, so you can check them out if you want to see like what other cards they can pull and stuff like that from the set. But yeah, for the most part, if you look at this webpage on Poke Beach, it'll tell you like for the most part what cards are in there. So yep. But unfortunately, like any other set, there'll always be some missing cards, and they'll be moved to somewhere else, pretty much. Which is, yeah, unfortunate, but that's just how the drill goes. Anyway, there's that. But now we have the Pokemon Presents, which is the direct that happened very recently. Did you catch any of the trailers at all for any of the games that were in here? No?
I saw a little bit of the... I don't know. I pronounce it as Arceus, Arceus.
Yeah.
I pronounce it. It looks... That trailer was fucking hilarious.
Which one? Sorry?
Arceus?
What was hilarious you said?
Oh, the trainer going 1v1.
Oh, yeah, because like it's open world, so you can actually like directly interact with the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Now, so Yeah, there are like memes coming out of that.
Yes.
Little, yeah.
It's like, my favorite one. I wish I did. What's the word? Retreated. It was the trainer looking at I forget which starter, and she was like, "I'm not gonna let you fight this one. They're too weak." I got it, and she's like, I was like, "Oh God."
I see. I think that it always does this for some reason. Oh yeah, I think it's because the traffic on YouTube is big, so that's why they automatically reduce the quality. But anyway, I hate it when they do that. Some parts do look a little better, but overall, I think it's still aching for improvement in my opinion. Still rough on the edges. Like some of the shots do kind of look cool, but it still needs time. I think that's the biggest like problem. The color palette it could be better too. Like obviously, I think the resolution is like the best thing that came out from this. Is like it's a little sharper, yeah, than something like Sword and Shield, but yeah, I think it's just the execution stuff like that. It's still rough, I would say. I do like the concept of things, and then they have the new region Pokemon, right, for Hisui, which is the name of this region. Which is I forget the deer's name. I'm sorry, but it's been a while. It's been a while since I've last seen that Pokemon. But the Growlithe, the Hisui Growlithe, is pretty funny looking.
I don't know, a lot of my friends really love the.
Yeah, the Growlithe.
Well, do you call it a variant or?
Yeah, the region variant, right? Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, he's so fluffy and poofy. I was like, It's like, well, in a like dog owner like perspective, this damn thing hasn't been groomed for a while, so
you have a fun time brushing it. That's all I can say.
I know, it's like, hope your brush is steel
or durable in general, yeah. Because who knows how tough that fur is, right? With Growlithe. But
that's why you get a scyther, right?
Yeah, to kind of like shave off, like close shave, right?
But it'd be so funny as Scyther tries to shave it, and his things like crack, and it's like, oh. It's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I kind of thought this game was gonna be like more like I want to say like Bayonetta, like a like, you know, more like real-time action kind of thing, or Kingdom Hearts, you know. Oh, sorry.
When you said like Bayonetta, I was like, you want the trainers to do which time, which time do sexy poses when they're throwing the Pokeballs.
the Umbra, whatever. Right?
Do say a lot of innuendos.
Oh yeah, no, just entirely like Bayonetta. Oh no, that they need to do that. No? I'm pretty sure you'll be on board with that, right? Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I thought they were gonna do like more real-time action kind of thing, because from what it looked like, right? But it just is still the same. Like, oh, you have menu commands. It's turn-based still. You have a agile style and a strong style, which does add a little bit more to it, but it's just still overall more or less the same of the combat anyway. You see in Pokemon. But I do like the aesthetics. I like the design. I like the design, character designs and everything. The Pokeballs look pretty cool and everything. The world they're setting up is pretty cool, but the execution is what the problem is. The graphics need to get reworked a little, at least to some extent. The color palette needs more. Like if you look back on Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield had a lot of colors. It's very vivid, very vibrant. But here it's like, yeah, there's color, but I don't know, the way it's just presented itself on the screen could be better. I don't know. I think
It's
they're
because they're partnered with Warner Brothers.
whatever.
And
Oh no,
they're copying the DC,
the color palette for
D-
DC. Yeah,
yeah, the DC live action movies. So yeah, what's color?
yeah,
Warner Brothers don't know what the fuck color is.
yeah. I mean, it's not to say that there's lacking color. It's just the I don't know, the execution or something.
It's the color palette.
Uh,
Like I understand they're trying to get that old like samurai movie aesthetic.
yeah. Like in the paintbrush look too. Sometimes, yeah.
But it's like if they want to do that, then they need to tap onto Ghost of Tsushima.
Or it could have been like a Breath of the Wild kind of thing. Like it's like make it like super cell shaded, or Okami, you know, from Capcom. So that could have been a really cool.
Do you think they want to spend money to know that it will help them?
I mean, it makes sense. That's all I can say about that.
It makes sense, but you gotta ask that hard question. Do you think they want to spend the money knowing that it will help them, but they go nah?
Yeah, they try to cut the most corners to get the most out of, you know. But it's what it looks like to me, anyway. I mean, again, I do like the idea. I like the concepts. I do really like the feudal Japan sort of coat of paint it does have, but the execution again is the issue here for me. Will I still get it? Sure, but I do want to check it out. I do want to give it a chance, but you know, I'm going in for the sake of reviewing it. You know what I mean? You know, so I mean, it's still a purchase, sure, but I really do wish, with the time I guess it has remaining, they can refine it. But I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see about that. Also, it's very bright. Like, it's like very high contrast or something like that. I don't know. Something about the lighting is I don't like as much either. I see a lot of like white for some reason. Especially when you're at the beach. Like, it really brings out the light for some reason. But that could be just me. And I'm being very nitpicky, but yeah, you know, there's also different variations of other Pokemon, like Basculin, for example. What was the other one? Yeah, there's a Basculin right there, and I do have the artwork for, I believe. Okay, there you go. So there's the deer. Basculin, Growlithe, and Bravery. The Bravery variation of for Hisui. Oh, it's Stantler. Okay, that's what it was. Stantler is the original name for it. I think it's Weird Deer, which is, I don't know why can't you just call it Hisui Stantler? What the fuck? It's weird. And then there's Basculegion. Okay. Hisuian Bravery. Why didn't you just call that? I don't get it. And then Hisuian Growlithe. I don't get it. Why did they call the other two? I don't get it. I do like Basculin. It looks pretty cool. Bravery, yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, there's some differences, yeah. I mean, the hair, obviously, the flaming eyebrow kind of thing going on. I kind of like it. Stantler, kind of just white, has a beard. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Growlithe, it's been the popular one. Very fluffy looking, you know, yeah. I do like it. I definitely want to see what Arcanine looks like for this variation. Is it gonna be like just like a big old puffball or something?
It's just gonna look like Cousin It.
Yeah, I know, right? Just Cousin It, just long hair and sunglasses.
or what is that breed of dog? It's like, it's not the shaggy dog, but they're just covered in freaking hair.
Oh yeah, it's like a collie kind of. I think I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. It's like a kind of collie or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I know. But I know what you're getting there, or what you're trying to get to. But yeah, it's probably gonna be a lot of fluff for Growlithe and Arcanine for this variation. But yes, there is also like ancient or ancestors of like obviously the main characters, but there's ancestors of Cyrus and the professor. I think it was like Rowan or something like that. Rowan for Diamond and Pearl, and other people as well. I kind of forget. Anyway, pretty neat. I like the concept, but I wish it has more time. It's still coming out in January. That's my 2 cents on it overall. Yeah, there you go. There's a Cyrus. There's an ancestor for Cyrus, who's female in this case. So it's like gender bent Cyrus, pretty much.
No, that's the same one.
That's the same one. The same exact one.
Yeah, they're just under disguise.
Mm-hmm. It's so weird that it's the Galaxy Expedition team and everyone's like in the same team. Because, you know, obviously there's Team Galaxy, which is, you know, the bad guys.
Yeah.
So does it imply that they were good guys at one point? Like, I guess so. Or, for the entire time, you are the bad guy. That's the old plot twist. I also find it interesting that they're going with the Japanese names this time around of the main character. So the male character is Rei, and the female character is Akari or Akari, because it's relating to light, which is cool. Yeah. So overall, though, yeah, I'll still buy it, but hopefully it'll get better by then. Hopefully it'll get. I don't mind it if it gets delayed. That's honestly something I want to see, just so like it gets more time to get polished. Yeah. Anything you want to say for Arceus at this point?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's pretty much on the wait and see.
Wait and see about it. I get you. Well, when it comes to Brilliant Diamond and Pearl, or Shining Pearl, this one's more obvious. I think this is more of a safe bet, just because it's Diamond and Pearl overall, and it definitely got updated with the graphics. There's like depth of field, there's more bloom to it, and the lighting effects are looking better. So I like it here better than Arceus for right now. I do like the graphics to some extent at least, or the art style I should say. But how do you feel about the whole like the chibis and stuff like that?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it? Yeah.
To me, just seeing the chibi is just a more higher definition of what those
the sprites were. Mm-hmm.
The sprites were. So I don't know where people are going like, oh my god, roar.
Yeah. I mean, people just wanted to see the what was like done in Sword and Shield, so like the full size models.
Yeah, like a full size model. It's like, I mean, yeah, Pokemon Company can do that, yes, but it's like they gotta remember. It's to me, it's like you'll take away the heart and soul of what the older Pokemon games were.
Yeah, and I think maybe they did that for Sword and Shield because it represents more of that new look, more
generation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it gives it more of the Sword and Shield identity, and
Yep.
of course the new future games and stuff like that. Yeah, so I can see that. Yeah, for sure. I personally don't mind it actually. Well, sure, maybe the art style could have been a little better, but I think this is more palatable, I would say, in comparison to Arceus, for example. The soft lighting, I do like it, and overall, it's gonna play like Diamond and Pearl, just on your Switch, I think, and it's still gonna have the same combat style. So it's still gonna be very reminiscent of Diamond and Pearl, which is again like my favorite generation of all time. So I love Diamond and Pearl, so that's why I give it a little bit of that bias, but I like it. And obviously they updated the contest to be like more like a rhythm game and stuff like that here and there. which is funny, but hey, it makes sense, I guess, for today's standards. They have an interaction room with the players around the world. You can trade or battle, I guess, which is cool. They have the secret base coming back as well, which I didn't dive into too much on the game or the DS, excuse me, back in the day. But it's cool. People liked it, so I'm all for it. Yeah, I definitely want to see the rest of the gym leaders in both like the chibi form and the full-size models, I guess. They showed off Cynthia, which is funny. You can see chibi Cynthia and the full-size model. But anyway. Oh yeah, overall, I think this is the more safer bet. If you want to pick one Pokemon game for the window, I guess, that time window. This one's coming out in November, and then the other one's gonna be coming out in January, which I think is still questionable. Because honestly, I honestly would have want to see that game to come out the following November, rather than January for some reason. Like they really want to like rush that game out for some reason. Oh yeah, and also this game has a lot of outfits, or a good number of outfits. So not only you get to see there's a full model version of yourself with a different outfit, but there's like a chibi version of the outfit, I believe, too. So hilarious either way. Yeah, see, it's pretty cute. So yeah, it's neat. It's like looking at a miniature. So I think we can definitely put a cap on that for now. Has it changed anything about you purchasing the game at all, or not really?
No.
Not really, okay. Alrighty. I'm still getting it myself.
Like,
Go ahead.
Because, like, I can't understand, like, why it's, like, everyone's favorite. Oh, no. I never really played Diamond and Pearl.
Okay.
Because I think Diamond and Pearl was during my phase of, like, I don't want to play any more Pokemon games.
For me, it was Black and White. I think that's when I actually stopped playing for a little bit. Take a break.
Because I believe I stopped after Pokemon Crystal.
Okay. So you didn't play Ruby and Sapphire either?
No, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
What? Is my book over here? I'll go look for this book while I'm talking. So, yeah, back in my day,
Yeah.
games were kind of expensive back in the day. And I think it's in here. I think it's over there. I had this little book of old games.
Oh, I see.
Holy shit, I got a clean in there. Wait, when did I have these DVDs? I'm discovering things, kids, while I'm looking for something else. Yeah. Because I believe Crystal was... What was it? Like... Crystal was the introduction? Or, no. What was it? Crystal... Gold and Silver were the introduction to that... what's it called? Hidden place? Or the... What's it called? Your...
Secret place?
Yeah, secret place or your base.
Yeah, your base. Yeah, your secret base.
Which I think in one of those games I made Elmo's World because you get to have the the sound notes when you
Uh-huh.
run over them. I think I made Elmo's world, and I don't know why. And I was like,
That's kind of cool.
no, it wasn't. It was scary because sometimes I would forget what the song was, and then doon, doon, doon. I was like, oh my god, what the hell?
Oh yeah,
Elmo's here. He's out to get me.
yeah.
Elmo here to kill you. It's like, oh.
Hey, at least it's not a Mickey Mouse. He'll kill you for sure if you don't.
You better spread those cheeks.
God.
Here, you want to be an Avenger?
Don't be like who was the Jonas brother that got his ass kicked in South Park? Whatever, the middle one. Anyway, the leader, I guess.
Yeah.
He got the shit beat out of him in South Park by Mickey Mouse.
Or you can make friends with Mickey and go to China.
Oh my.
That
my.
freaking South Park. You never seen that episode?
No, not that one. No. Was it? Wait, it's not in the same episode, is it?
No, it was
Okay.
like close to the newer ones. It dealt with Randy Marsh, so there's your damn red flag right there. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's with Randy. Okay.
I've never watched any of the new ones. Like I fell out of it at some point when I was in high
I
school.
mean, you should. You have HBO Max, don't you?
Oh, is all of them on HBO?
I think they all are.
Interesting. Maybe.
Because I know I shared my sessions with my friends, and we watched the Imagination Land arc, Man Bear Pig, the World of Warcraft one,
Oh, dude. Oh man, that was so funny.
and then the last one we watched was the was it Black Friday? The Black Friday sale one where they made fun of Game of Thrones.
Huh. I think I might have remembered people talking about that.
And that's like one of my favorite ones.
I think my favorite one is still the WoW one. It's just so hilarious. It's just one of the most memorable ones for me. Anyway, enough of that little tangent.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And it's stuck in the closet.
Oh yeah. The Kanye West one was fucking hilarious too. Oh boy. Oh gosh. The whole gay fish joke.
Well, there's the Kanye. Well, there's that one, and then there's also the Hobbit one.
Yeah.
I ain't no Hobbit.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, you ain't no Hobbit, right? Okay, good.
God damn it, man. All right, enough of that tangent. Let's get a move on. Let's see. I think this is also from. Oh yeah, so there actually is a pre-order bonus if you pre-order Arceus. So if you do, you can get these like extra outfits for each like male and female. Actually, pretty cool. I kind of like the look of it. Kind of cute. That's the. I guess that's the big one for the pre-order stuff. And there is also a promo card coming out during that timeline, I guess, or that time window. So there's a timeline, yeah, window. So there's gonna be
secret timeline.
Yeah, secret timeline. Well, I mean, Arceus deals with time anyway, so that's.
Okay, so are you saying that there's going to be a nexus point?
Yes.
and the TVA is just going to pop up?
Yep.
You're not supposed to do this. It's like, what?
Yep. And then Arceus is going to be on the run. And it runs into Loki.
Yeah, but which Loki?
All of them. Yes.
It's gonna be Alligator Loki.
Alligator and Kid Loki, and the classic Loki. I like the classic Loki. He was fun.
Why is there an alligator here? He is a Loki.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a promo card of RCSV, promoting the Legends Arceus game. It does look really cool. I do like that one. It's got a lot of Pokemon in there, and Arceus itself, of course. So that's pretty sick. All right.
I like how
Okay.
like Arceus is supposed to be the Pokemon god, right?
I think so. He's got godly powers, but yeah, anyway. Or it's got godly powers. Controls like time and space and all that stuff.
Good.
Yeah. Dialga is time, I think, and then Palkia is space. Space themed.
Yeah, and Giratina is the otherworld.
Yeah, like alternate
Right.
parallel world or something like that. Like dark, like there's like a light and dark kind of thing. I think so. Anyway,
And then
I think like that, or
Gengar's
it might be just
just
dimensions,
there.
maybe. I don't know.
And Gengar's just there.
Gengar's just yeah. Gengar's just Gengar. He's just there to just fuck shit up. Anyway. You remember the game Cyberpunk 2077? It's
What the
got,
hell is that?
yeah, I know, right? It finally got a patch update of sorts. It's more just more fixes and stuff like that more than anything. But there is one I wanted to point out. But there's a long list of fixes and stuff that they had. But they include like behavior, stuff like that with the NPCs, the police behavior. What was it? I wish I can like highlight things permanently. But anyway, the one thing that they unfortunately fixed was the item duplication glitch. They definitely addressed it at this point if they haven't already. So it's kind of like remember Zawa in the early part of Fallout 4, you can like do the duplication glitch with the vendor and get a lot of money. Or just items in general, like whatever item you wanted, you can like go back and forth with it. So yeah, that was there in Cyberpunk in the form of a quest item that you can pretty much like duplicate and sell at the same time pretty much, and you get a lot of money that way. But now they for sure took that out, so now you can't do it anymore. So
Jerks.
yep, they made it clear in this patch update, so you can't do that. So you have to earn the money the honest way.
You gotta play this game the right way. It's like, I don't want to.
Yeah. But the thing is that I'll say it one more time, but like you'll, I guess you'll mostly like buy it for like upgrades and stuff like that, of course, and like the chips and whatever. Like the cars are completely pointless. So you can just completely like just honestly just buy one car and stick with it the entire time. So just buy like the cheapest car. Or stick the one you have, like they gave you one for free, or get the ones from like the side quests, which you get for free, and you'll be fine that way. So honestly, I think the money thing is not that much of an issue. Just focus on, make sure you just buy those for like the upgrades and weapons and stuff like that. So I think that's the most important thing. So yeah, that's like the biggest one I've seen. Otherwise, there's like a lot of fixes for these quests. It's a long list once again. Just thought I'd bring that up because it's been a long time since we last talked about Cyberpunk and stuff. But meanwhile, moving on, Genshin Impact got had a big live stream this morning, in fact, which I did check out for a little bit. But they definitely talked about 2.1, which is going to be another big update, and I'll play the Japanese promo video here.
わらわの後に繰り返すんじゃ。あーん、それ早く。
So pretty much this update will offer two more islands. One is a water-based world or island, and then the other one's gonna be more of a lightning-based world or lightning-based island. As you can see here, you can kind of get like a foreshadow when you play the game. When you like set on the island you can go the farthest, you can kind of see it from afar. This island, which is actually pretty cool. So now you can go there during the update. And of course, they have new characters coming in. More new characters to be summoned. And also they'll show the final saga or final chapter of the whole Inazuma arc for Genshin. And not to mention, they'll add more bosses, like her, for example. Sinora. Just pretty sick. And there is a return of a certain character, which will show up later. Yeah, so they're showing off Kujo right here for a little bit. 4 stars. They even make it clear in the corner, I guess. Why did they put the stars over here, like under the name? Like, I don't know. Anyway. I do like her Tengu warrior kind of thing going on. There is Kokomi, who kind of fights like a mermaid in a way. Like a fish. Obviously Hydro affiliated. No, it's fire. And yeah, more story. Of course, Raiden Shogun, or Ball, as people like to call her. She is going to be coming up in the next banner before Kokomi, so that works for me because I have already have the gems saved up to get her guaranteed, pretty much from the pity. This character's still not playable, I don't think. Excuse me. Oh, and here comes the returning character, Scaramouche. He only appeared in like one part of 1.1 or something like that. But he's like supposedly like a powerful character and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it. And along with that, we're getting a event on the side that you can go back to Liyue and experience, I guess, more like a cooking themed thing, or just more story in general. Of course, there's more ways to earn more Primo Gems, so that's cool. But not only that, the anniversary is coming up, so they're probably gonna give us free Primo Gems and wishes and all that stuff. I wonder what the anniversary banner might be, or if there is gonna be a anniversary banner at all. But anyway, people have been speculating that you can get a free 5-star or something like that of your choice or something. Or at least a guaranteed 5-star from this special banner, I guess. I kind of hope that's the case. But yeah, looks pretty cool. I can't wait for the Raiden Shogun to show up. And can't wait to see what the next part of the Inazuma saga is, or excuse me, the final part of that saga. Yeah, just a couple more info. I think it highlights like everything else too. Oh yeah, they showed off Ally for a little bit from Horizon Zero Dawn. I think it was like a PlayStation tweet that showed off for a little bit. PlayStation.
Which again, at first thought when seeing her in Genshin, I was like, "This is a nice fan art."
Yeah, I know. Right? It looked like a April Fool's joke that came too early or something.
Yeah, it's like, wow, this almost looks like the coloring and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's real. It's like, it's what?
Yeah. So there you go.
It's like, nah.
Yep.
She's like, nah, you lie.
Yeah, nah, nah. It really does
So
feel like that, though.
It's like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no, it's true. It's like,
Yep.
you're just like going like, what?
Those are my like honest feelings about that too. I'm like, this has got to be a prank or something. I don't know. But no, this is real. I think it's cool because she's a free 5-star that's coming to the PlayStation people first, and then everyone else a month after that, pretty much. So you're guaranteed a 5-star, pretty much, if you don't have any more, or if you don't have any 5-stars at that point, if you just started or something like that. So that's cool. They show off her abilities a little bit. Like apparently she has like bombs that you can stack and stuff like that and do damage or something like that. I'm not too sure. And you get to see a little bit of her ult. Or burst, I should say, which probably just looks like it does like damage or something like that. That probably she's gonna be like a pretty straightforward character, so that way, you know what I mean, like, won't be too powerful of a 5-star or something like that, for people to use and stuff. Yeah, grand finale for Untitled Chapter. Tough enemies and allies. Yeah, you get new bosses and stuff like that. New characters to pull. Oh yeah, and also they're gonna add fishing. It's actually kind of interesting. I wonder if it's permanent or not. That's my big issue with that. Hopefully it is permanent because it's supposed to be a means of getting more materials and stuff and cooking ingredients. So I think it is. And on top of that, they're gonna reset the double bonus if you want to purchase more Genesis crystals, I guess. Yeah, so if you wanna get that bonus again, like that, that first time bonus purchase, that is gonna reset at some point. I guess in September. I think during 2.1. But yeah, another big update coming, 2.1. Looking forward to it, and can't wait to get the Raiden Shogun myself. So awesome. Alright, so that's it for the games news. We can definitely now cover the rest of it, which is the other stuff. Not much, but there is some things to talk about, including Disney World, which I do want to hear your opinion about, but we'll get to it. But first off, let's start off with some Toys R Us, because remember that store that closed down a while back? It's actually beginning a comeback. In a form, through a partnership with Macy's, which I thought at this point was gone as well, because who goes to Macy's? I don't know, really. But anyway, Macy's is partnering up with Toys R Us to, or rather, the other way around. Toys R Us is partnering with Macy's to make a comeback, and they're gonna set up pretty much like I think it was like 400 stores nationwide. And of course, they'll focus on online sales as well, which Toys R Us has been doing over past time. When they first closed down the stores, they were still online, so you can still get some toys from there still. And funny enough, whenever a product was unavailable, they used the pricing of Amazon to bring in their product and stuff like that. It's like they're just pretty much like an online retailer for Amazon, which is really weird, even though you just go straight to Amazon to buy the product. But anyway, very, very strange. But anyway, they're coming back with their stores. So it says 400 in-store locations set to be open next year. But there is no official start date as of right now for not only the store locations, but also the online store as well. And yeah, so do you have any comments about that?
I think I don't know. Like it looks like they want to make a comeback, right? But to me, it's like Toys R Us. You have the same like the same chance of a comeback. Like Blockbuster is going to come back as well.
Are they making a comeback, or is it just like
No,
okay, but
in general.
But in general, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Again, it's like
yeah.
Like you just stay in the past, please. Stay there.
We'll see how it fares, but you know, because of the pandemic, I think this might not be a good time to come back to. You know, so I think they should have held off, honestly, for like next year, rather like 2023-ish. But again, that's just my opinion about it. I mean, yeah, Toys R Us, you know, childhood memories and all, but I don't know how well it will perform, you know, especially with the pandemic going on still. It's definitely going to be a slow start for sure, and I don't know how well that would fare. You know, with how much, like, you know, with they can keep up with like the land cost and all that stuff, like all the costs they can keep up with, like, would that be able to be sustainable and stuff like that, like, you know. So yeah, we'll see about that with children's toys and whatever else they're gonna sell for sure. Bicycles.
They'll sell adult toys.
This ain't no Spencer's or Oz
or what's the one, Adam and Eve.
Oh wow, that's new to me. I never heard of that one.
You never heard of Adam and Eve?
I know Spencer's. I know Oz. That's about it for those kind of stores.
Adam and Eve is. Woo. So you open that can of worms, like, oh, I see.
Yeah, I never heard of it. I can't say I have. Today I learned, I guess. Well, hopefully Toys R Us can make a comeback, I guess. We'll see how that goes.
But why though?
Good question. Money. Are you sure you want to try though? That's my question. But speaking of money, let's talk about Disney World. So,
no, thank you.
Apparently, according to the New York Times anyway, for the first time, is what the headline reads, line skipping privileges at Disney World will cost $15 per person. So right away, what does that sound like to you? How does that sound to you?
Now, is it $50 per ride, or is it in general?
$15 per person. I don't know. We're talking about 1.5, not 50, but
No, it's 50.
no.
Let's be realistic.
It'll probably go up to 50, like real quick. Yeah, knowing Disney. But anyway. But yeah, I mean, what does that sound like to you, bro? Like, oh no, we can't read it because New York Times. Anyway.
It sounds like you shoot me right now.
Yeah. It's all coming from New York. There's no one else writing about it, but yeah. They're just charging people to cut people in line. Like how is that even gonna work though? Because can you cut more than once? So like if this person cut in front of me, I'm like, oh, all right, $15. All right, well, I'm gonna cut in front of him, but he's gonna pay $15 more, and he cuts in front of me. I'm gonna pay him $15 more, and then is that like what is that gonna do? Or how's that gonna work? You know? But then everyone at Disney World is gonna be like, yep, oh, $15 more. All right, cool, man. If you want to cut in line, all right, cool. Oh, you want to cut this front of this person again? All right, man. Just... Like, are we gonna only cut once? Right? Like, or is there a limit? You know? Yeah, unfortunately, I can't read more into it because New York Times want to charge money, I guess, or something. Anyway. Oh. Ah, man. Oh, well. I thought you were gonna get away with it. Anyway, as you go to Disney World with your boyfriend, on a yearly basis in the past, I mean, can you imagine?
It's more bad because I am going soon. Well, not soon, but
it's coming. Yeah, it's coming.
By the end of the year, I'm going back there and throwing money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, let's see if they actually will go through with it, but because like in the past there was the fast pass, right? Which is like, oh wait, because I think they're gonna get rid of that, and this will be the replacement. Like, okay, like, all right. Yeah, because it says Disney World in Florida is permanently retiring its free line-skipping fast pass system for the first time, and for the first time will charge $15 a person for the privilege, opening up a potentially colossal new revenue stream. That's all I can read from here. Yeah. Sounds disgusting. If they if they're gonna like let people cut unlimitedly, well, I think what it is. Okay, I think what it is gonna be the same exact shit for Fast Pass, but now you just have to just pay $15 per line or ride or whatever. I think that's just what it is, and you can only cut once, I think. but then you had to be in another line with the people who wanted to cut too. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I think that's how I imagine it. Because otherwise, my other side of me is gonna say, oh yeah, cut this guy again. Oh, but because he cut me again, paying $15 more dollars. I'm gonna cut him again, paying $15 more dollars. So is it gonna work that way? No, I don't think so. That's gonna be quite the hassle. So I think there's gonna be the $15 privilege line, aka the fast pass line, and then there's gonna be the people who don't want to pay $15, for that line. I think that's what's gonna be happening. Kind of stupid, I guess, but hey, I mean, they want every little dollar, I guess, from the riders and stuff like that, the people who want to experience Disney World, the goers. It's probably gonna happen. All right. Well, if you don't have anything more to say, definitely move on to, I think, the last one, which is a funny little tweet from the Jean-Claude Van Damme himself, talking about Guile, Guile, as he did play Guile in the past in that one Street Fighter movie. He says in his tweet, received this cool fan-made Street Fighter hashtag Jean-Claude Van Damme cross Guile DLC, and then Sonic Boom with like lightning and exclamation marks as his emotes. And it's just basically like a Photoshop of his face onto Street Fighter 5 Guile. It's kind of funny, it's because it's coming from Jean-Claude Van Damme himself, kind of pretty much like embracing the meme culture, at least with Guile. So it's kind of cool. What you got any comment on that one, Zawa?
It's scary. And that it's wrong. Guile doesn't have eyebrows.
You're right. Yep, there's an error already. I don't like it. Disapprove. That's actually funny that you pointed out the eyebrows. I forget that Guile has no eyebrows. Sometimes it's kind of just, I don't know, it doesn't cross my mind. It's like natural at this point. But whenever eyebrows appear, it's like, what? Excuse me? But yeah, I just think it's funny that he still sort of embraces the Guile, the, I guess, culture, I guess, or the Street Fighter sort of love or passion, I guess, which is, you know, pretty neat. He's like, yeah, I was Guile. I can say that I was Guile from Street Fighter, you know. he gets to be that guy. All right, well.
This has my seal of approval.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. I think that's it. Unless you have a couple more things to add or anything at all.
Let's see. Kitty, do you have something to say? No? Okay.
All right.
He just wants to praise the sun.
Praise the sun.
Here comes the sun. Oh. When I sing that song, we might get slapped with it.
But the DMCA handcuffs. Or copyright claim handcuffs.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that song from them.
All right.
But yeah, nothing
else, right?
More.
Mm-hmm. Bit of a shorter show. But that's fine. Not too bad. We definitely will talk about some other things because this week we didn't get any. Oh shoot! It was actually one more thing about SNK. There is gonna be some. It was an announcement basically. So SNK will have some stuff to talk about during Gamescom. So I think they'll definitely show off some more KOF 15 stuff during the Gamescom stuff. I forget when that is coming exactly. You can definitely look that up real quick here. Oh, here we go. So new KOF 15 info coming in hot during Gamescom opening online event, August 25th. So actually, yeah, 5 days from now as we record this, which is Wednesday. Yes, coming Wednesday. Cool. So we'll probably get another character revealed or something like that, or maybe, hopefully they'll like start to open up like the can of like, oh yeah, this is what the gameplay mechanics are going to be like, because they haven't said anything about the gameplay mechanics still at this point, which is kind of weird. Well, then again, they aren't releasing their game till like later like next year. Maybe they're still like kind of playing around with the ideas, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, we're still getting news regardless. This time around is during Gamescom week, I guess. So I will be on the lookout for that one. Alright, that's definitely it for sure. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for episode 151. We got still interesting that we've gone this far. 151. That's a lot. That's a lot of episodes. As a podcast, I guess. Anyways, if you have any comments or anything like that, leave me down below on YouTube or any other platform. We're on iTunes and Spotify, and I think maybe a couple ones, but that's the ones I can definitely know for sure. So anyway, we'll be back next week, hopefully, just for stuff to talk about besides SNK. So yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in, and with that, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Get it.